Yeah, let's do it. Come on. Yeah. Fuck with your boy. Yeah. It's Santana. Hey, man. Let me see do this. Kill him. Yeah, man. I'm back at it. Come on. Today's a new day. Got the boulet up in the suitcase. So go uptown to Harlem. Tell them that I sent ya. Tell them it's August. I'm going to November. I need a couple birds. Get a broad. Have them sent up. Call my bird. Get my broad. Have them sent up. Please. Call my niggas. Call my squad. Have them sent up. Please. Yeah. I see a town I'm liking. See some niggas getting money in a town I like it. Yeah. I run up on them with the pound and light it like it's my block now. Alright, yeah. He understood me quite clear. Then that thing bang out and rang out the side of his right ear. And I got back to my business, back to my bitches, back to the kitchen and Pyrex vision. I let that white stuff sit in. Get hard, get rock, get to the block, get pitching. Yeah, I'm sorry, but this is how I'm living, and this is how I'm getting. Come from no more. Let's go hand on my hand, listening to gangster music. I stood at home, hand on the chrome and zone, flicking the camera, watching how the gangsters do. I stood alone, getting domed from a thick chicken sandwich. Yeah, now I see death around the corner. Gotta say hi when I survive in the.
All right. What's up, you guys? How you doing tonight? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Venus versus Mars. I'm your host, Talk with Teezy, and I'm in the building. Had to put a little Dipset on. You know, I got a little bit in because I see that Dipset and the Locks, which I love the Locks. Well, we're gonna talk about that, but the Locks and Dipset are having a versus, so I had to go back in and pull out that Dipset anthem. I love that song. That song used to pop back in the days, and still I love it. So tonight, you guys, we will be talking about the women. So last week we had a hot seat edition, which was part 1, and that was where we more so focused on the men. You know, we got to ask some questions, get some insight from them. You know, what do they need from their women? What do they want? Now this week is our turn, ladies. So the men get to ask us questions. They get to probably ask us what we maybe want from a man, or I don't know what they're gonna ask us, but it's all about the ladies. So in the comments, you guys can comment and ask questions. Of course, the Venus versus Mars family will be coming on. You know how they roll. But where's the men? I know that men have a lot of questions for females. I know men say they don't understand some things when it comes to females. So tonight is the night to ask those questions. See what type of responses and different perspectives you get. And while I'm waiting, if you guys don't know, my Show Support Tuesday show, I didn't do it this Tuesday. I didn't air this Tuesday, but I will be back next Tuesday. We are doing a music edition. So every Tuesday I'm trying to bring on, you know, a different artist, or maybe that's a producer or somebody that might sing, somebody that might rap, just to shine some light on what they have going on. Somebody that may sing Spanish music, somebody that, so, you know, I'm looking for some people for that as well. So next Tuesday, we already have a guest for next Tuesday coming on. So you guys tune in for that. It's going to be a cool thing. I cannot wait until I get to the point of where I want just to be like in person for everything, especially with the world opening back up. So yeah, you guys keep tuning in. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for believing in me and what I got going on and what I'm trying to do and what I am doing. I always say, like, this is just the beginning. It'll be a year with Talk with Teezy, with all my shows. It'll be a year. Well, not the late night so much, but it'll be a year this year, at the end of this year. So I cannot wait to celebrate that. I cannot wait to celebrate when we get to the 50th episode. Like, we already on number 33. I'm just like, ah! So thank you guys again. Thank you guys again. I truly appreciate it. I'm just trying to see where the men at. Hey, Tiffany.
Hey, girl.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's good. So, tonight's supposed to be all about us. But none of our Talk with TZ, our Venus versus Mars men are up here yet. So, I think
We
they got
gotta get
scared.
we gotta get the fire started. We if we talk a little bit,
I think they got scared. I think they got scared. I mean, well, are we supposed to ask ourselves questions? We can
right?
just have a
I know.
conversation, though.
Yeah, we definitely could ask ourselves something, and I bet you they'll be here. They won't agree with it.
Well, I know Nate is definitely coming on.
Yes.
And I think, well, Webb said he's at work, but I think Webb is coming on as well. And I believe that Lorraine might be coming on as well.
Hold on one
So,
second.
yeah, but you guys, questions. What questions do you have for women? Those that are tuned in. I know last week my first question for the men was, why do you guys leave the toilet seat up? So that was a good question. It was funny, but it was a good question. So I know I started it off with something light and smooth. I don't know if the men gonna start us off light and smooth. How was your day, Tiffany?
My day was okay. It was very hot,
Yeah, it was.
That's for sure.
That is for sure. So while we waiting for these men to jump on, what do you think about our topic I did a little hot topic on Friday, because y'all know I normally don't go live Fridays, but I did a little hot topic. What did you think about that, Tiff?
Hot topic. Oh, the hot topic. Which one? That was about
that was
the
the one we went on Friday based off of Thursday's show.
The trash. Okay, and what was the question?
No, I just was asking like, what did you think about it?
Oh, I think it was good. I didn't really get to watch the full thing that day, but yeah, you know me. I think I'm for it. Like, men should take out the trash.
Right. Yeah, we ain't gonna get all into it.
I know. We ain't.
It was just I was like, oh, that's cool though. It was a quick little. I did like a quick little hour. It was a quick little hour session we did. That was cool. I might do those. I might pop out with those every once in a while. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to think.
Okay, ask some questions, girl. I know you got something written down, so.
I really don't, because I'm the one that's supposed to be getting the questions asked. So I'm not gonna lie, like, as I'm not the man. So last week was our turn. We asked the questions. So
any comments yet? Any comments?
Nope.
Okay, so I know
we don't have to improvise. Do we? Should we have to just like switch?
What's the deal, ladies? So what will we ask other women? We always doing everything. We know that. We go above and beyond. We are the helpers of men. Know what I mean? So God made them to be able to do what they can do and more because they need help.
Right.
The word help says a lot. We ain't there for nothing, but for something. For me, help. The word help is to do what you can do and more because you need that help.
Okay, it's getting deep.
Yeah. Who got something to say?
They know.
But it's facts, though.
I think that men know that we're their backbone.
Right, we definitely is. There ain't nothing wrong with that. There's definitely nothing wrong with that. A real man will know that, he ain't the king without the queen.
Right. Because you might say you're the king of the castle, but we know we're really running it.
Because they could break down, but we like, oh no, baby, you can do this. You are more than a conqueror. Yep, I'm right here with you.
Yep, because they got that queen right there beside to tell him instead of him falling through but then he got somebody in his ear telling him, listen, you got this. That's support. That's what's needed. I think that's what a lot of men need. I think that's what I think. I don't know, because I'm not a man.
I think so too.
I think that a lot of men, that's something that they look for. Like, the way that their woman is gonna really be there for them. Like they always say, like, you know, the black man goes through so much, which is very true. We know that is definitely true. So, you know, that person that could, like they said last week, create peace and kind of just, you know, be that backbone that needs to be unspoken things being said. Know when it's time, like you just said, to whisper in his ear and tell him, yo, you got this. Like, you know,
Yeah.
that's that.
And that's why this show is good, because if they want to because if they could ask us some questions, we can see where they head at, and, you know, see if we missing anything about what they're talking about. Like maybe we didn't look at them in that type of way, like they might needed that, or some people do look at them in that way.
That's true. Or
so that's why we need the fellas to come on here and tell us what it is.
Listen, let me tell you something. If they don't come on tonight, they better not ask us nothing else on the Venus versus Mars.
That's true.
I'm gonna be like, you should have asked on 7/15/2021.
Yeah. And we're gonna keep it real about whatever. We don't sugarcoat or nothing. Like, you ask us a question, we ain't gonna sugarcoat. We're gonna give it to you.
Nope. Because we just try to be as real as possible. You know, some of us, most of us, I think everybody on this show has been transparent at some time or another. I think that we all have shared our experiences.
Yeah.
See, this is when they call back up. Because by 6:30, I think I'm going to. No.
They coming, girl. We ain't letting this slide.
No. Not saying like I'm gonna get off. I'm saying like I'm gonna swap the conversation.
Oh, okay, got it. That's
a
good.
No. That's what I was saying. Like I might swap the conversation because I'm not a guy. You know, we could sit up here all night and
talk about ourselves
and talk about what we think men have questions for us. Like we could assume.
So, why men so late?
I might have to. Yep. That's definitely one of them.
They supposed to be sitting by their phones, laptops for this time today.
Listen, I'm trying to
think of the next.
Yep. I have to.
You know, it's always something to talk about.
I'm just looking at some
exes and friends. And, you know, it's always something about exes. It's always about friends, you know. So many things you could think of. Y'all probably already talk about that one though.
What?
If your man or whatever, they talk to their exes like friends.
Oh yes, we talked about that before.
I know y'all did.
I think that was something we talked about. Well, I think we talked about it in the show a few times, but it was one time when the show first started and it was just me and Webb on the show. Like we didn't really have people up here. And that show was woo! Because Webb was talking to the exes and it just went into like this big old thing. And that was one of our first shows.
Right.
Maybe one of the first 5 shows that we did with the
And we always bring up so many things, so that always will come across anyway. So.
Yeah.
Let me see.
All right, I got a question then. Maybe I could ask something. Well, not about, I'm just asking when you're getting to know somebody, like what's the how do you get to know somebody? What do you do when getting to know somebody? What's your method?
Oh, okay. To get to know somebody, I definitely think it definitely can't be no house chill. Chilling at the house first, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
One of them calls that's like, oh, let me come over now. It's like we need to go out in public, go out in the open, and realize that it's easy to, you know, go have sex or whatever, but we got to get the conversation going, stimulate our minds.
Right.
I think you should ask questions ahead of time before you get too deep.
What kind of questions?
So you definitely want to know this person, do you got kids? Are you married? You know, some people be needing to ask those things. Do you got kids? You married? Do you ever see yourself getting married? Are you looking for a fling, or are you trying to get to know me? Like,
Right.
and some men or some women, they will try to tell you what you want to hear, but it's best to keep it up front. Why string it along? Because if you keep it up front and you just say you just want to, be a fling, then that person can make their choice. It probably would have still happened because you was honest. But some people, they think by them trying to be a good guy that they just keep lying their way to get to the P. Like, for what?
Right. Because there's so many people that is looking for what you looking for. Like, it's so many people that just looking to hit it and quit it. And there's some people that's, okay, is this going somewhere we about to start conversating to see, what it could potentially be? Or it's just like, hey, I just want to bust my nut right now.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's a problem. Like, guys, they think that you hurting somebody. Like, nah. Just keep it 100 with the female and everything will be okay. Once you have our brain think one way, you're going to get crazy another, because we thinking that you was real from the get. Like, we looked at you like, all right, he cool. We trying to trust, and it just mess it up.
Nate said, because y'all be like, nah. Yo, okay.
Okay, there he goes. There he goes. Yeah, we be like, nah, so you got to accept it and move on before you bring some drama in your life. Mm-hmm. And somebody else that's going to say, yeah.
If that's not what she's looking for, then yeah, she's going to say nah. But even if that's what she's just looking for, I mean, she don't got to give it to you the first day that y'all chilling together.
Right.
That'd be the thing. Why it's always, come to my house, come to your house. I just met you. What you mean, come to your house?
It'd be like,
that's so dangerous. First of all, like, I don't think men think like that. That's dangerous to me. Like, I'm not just about to go to your house, like.
Especially when you got kids. Yo, the biggest part is when you got kids, and it's like the guy, for some men, let's meet men that got their own apartment. Stop trying to come over to the female house and invite her to your house. Dudes always trying to come over to the female house, then she gotta put her kids up, do all this, do that. Like, come on now, where your house at? Let me go lamp at somebody else's stuff. Fix me some food.
True. But now in the first, like, I wouldn't want to go to your house, like, especially if I just met you. That's a little bit creepy for me. Like, let's be out in the open first, right. And then we can work towards, like, okay, like you said, if you want to cook something, then okay. But
some people intentions already be what it is. That's why they straight say, yeah, I'll come through your house, point blank. And then when he said, like Nate said, you're gonna be like, nah. Then they're gonna be like, F that B, or they're gonna not call you no more because it didn't go down.
Yeah.
And it's like, thank you for exposing yourself.
And all you have to do is just say it. Cause see, they think if they was to get you, if you say yeah and you come over, they feel like they got a better chance of trying to get what they want out of you, because it's now you like right there in the physical form versus on the phone or telling them like, oh nah, I don't want to. It don't work all the time, you guys. Like,
And hold on real quick, because I gotta add my cousin. She wanted to be looking at this, so I know she would be up here talking. She probably got some questions and all that. So I'm gonna try to share this really quick.
It's frozen. Hold on, guys.
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. I say it looked like it was frozen.
Probably real quick.
I just was so excited to hear like what the men had to ask us. Like
I know.
I was really excited, and you know what? I thought they was like I was like, oh, they gonna try to get us.
I'm ready for
You
it
know
because
they
I think
can't
we
get us.
can
I'm about to
answer.
say, you know they can't get us though.
I think we can answer anything. It's no shame in our games. There's no shame in the game.
Exactly.
It's
No
simple.
shame.
Very simple.
Way back.
But so should I still answer on that?
Yeah, we can finish
Oh,
talking about that.
what's another thing? Let's see. Getting to know somebody. Definitely take out to eat. Talk over a bite of food. Playing card games is always good.
Yeah, that might loosen up like the atmosphere. It's always
Yeah,
a fun, that's a fun thing to do.
you can naturally laugh. Hee. You don't have to fake. Let something really just start.
Mm-hmm.
But we do. It's all about questions and communication. Definitely. Like just keeping it real. It's really no more you can say. Getting to know each other. Keep it 100. What are you looking for? Don't go knocking on somebody's door, disrupting their life when they doing good with God, they blessings flowing. Then next thing you know, you come stressing her out and stuff. Like stop doing that, because then she connected to God, your life gonna be messed up. That's how I see it. Karma come back around for real.
You're always saying some deep stuff. I mean, I agree with you. I think that getting to know somebody is definitely a vital part of like, but it's like what you want. Be upfront, because that be up a lot of the problems when you are not upfront about, like this is what I'm looking for. Like us going into talking, like it's not the same thing. You gotta rush into stuff, but if we're talking, I need to let you know, like, okay, well, this is what I'm looking for at this point in my life. Like this is what I'm looking for. So if that's something that you're not looking for, don't even engage in it. Like
Real.
do
And we
not
so
even
grown,
engage in
especially at
it.
this point in our lives when we're so grown and we know what we want. Like when we know what we want, it's like we ready to go do this and go do that. We have no more time to waste. There's no
Yeah,
time to waste.
not at all.
Like some
All
people will
the
string you along so hard, like, and you be a female will try to keep out hope because of the fact that she ain't trying to rush you, or she because people be like, oh, if you rush a man into getting married, then he'll freeze or whatever. And it's like we sitting here trying to be all nice when he should already know what he want to do.
mm-hmm.
I know what I want to do. Why can't you just know what you want to do? We gotta wait for a title. Oh, wait for this and that. No.
Right. It's like with them, it's always you gotta wait to become the girlfriend, wait to become this, wait for that, wait for the engagement, wait.
Like, hold up. What am I waiting for? Especially when you know your work.
We ain't saying all men, so we know we have
Yeah.
men bashing, but I
It's
can
some
say like it
females
seems
up
like
here.
that's
We
a
just talking
pattern.
about
Like
that.
there's always a wait till I get right, wait till I get on top, wait till this, wait till, and I know men, a lot of them they don't feel right if their finances, or some don't feel like if they not
They need
where
to
they
get
want to
over it.
be. I get that, but as a woman, we could be working on where we want to be and still keep it pushing and still be powerful and still be all about what
And
we
if
need to
the
be
love
about.
is real, get me a $1 ring. Stop playing. I'm just over exaggerating it, but come on now. It's like they sitting there worrying about finances, but we still got to build together. I'm feeling disconnected. I don't know where this is going. We don't know whether we should go hard or not, because we, as women, we could turn $25 into a whole rent in our own little magical way.
Right.
Like just tell me you with me and I will think of something. We always come up with something. That's why you have to keep it 100 with the female. We are your help. We might not tell you where the other help going to come from, but we will get that help.
Don't worry, it ain't coming from no other nigga like Soul Food. Remember
I know.
Like
Nah, that be coming from God though. It be coming from
yeah,
God.
I say don't think that. Wait, Nate had a question. He says, so why do good girls like the wrong men? What do you mean when you say wrong men?
Why do good girls like the wrong men? Just the same way guys like the wrong woman.
I don't think it matters if it's a good versus bad or two good people
Because it's all about the person. It's all about the person and who they are, what they're gonna show, because we never know who is who. So we ain't think that person was bad. You just went in thinking, everything was cool, then come to find out it wasn't who they said it was.
Yeah, because a lot of times we let stuff blind us. I ain't gonna lie, and we be having those blinders on too early, too soon sometimes, and you don't get to see that man in his full to see like, oh, this ain't the one, baby. Like, so we might play a part into why we sometimes we choose the wrong man. Like, I think that sometimes we just be so like, I don't know, as a man, I don't know. I know like as a woman, we see a lot when
we like Cinderella. We like Cinderella. When we get that, you feel me? Like we coming out to the open, like looking at the sky and everything, like, oh my God, it's blue, baby. Hold on real quick.
Oh, let me see. Oh, so yeah, like I don't know. I think everybody picked the wrong person at one point, or maybe more. Maybe that's just what the females attracted to. Like, maybe that's just well, you said wrong, man. You ain't say bad guy. So, like I said, we not paying attention to the red flags, or sometimes like women, they just want the situation to work, so they try their hardest to make it work. So it could be things like that.
I'm here.
Really be. You could just settle at some point. A female just might get tired and settle and feel like nothing gonna change, or she dealing with if she leave this dude, she gonna deal with the same with the next. Put that into their mental, into their own mental to believe, and then some just settle and deal with it. Longevity, being with somebody for a long time. It's a lot of reasons. I think I don't think it's just picking. I mean, sometimes
we don't know. We will never know who is who. Point blank. That's why, as females, how we can't bash the next, because you never know who you're going to come across and what you're going to go through. You know what I mean? So it's just like, we never know. You could be in a marriage, or this man look like he just giving her the world, but guess what? Behind closed doors, everything is not right at all.
Girl, let's talk about it. Don't ever try to be like, you can look up to people, you can admire certain stuff, but it's like, you do not know what goes on behind closed doors, and a lot of these relationships,
and people be real quick to talk about why is she doing this, why is she doing that, until it's her turn to come around. And it's like, I feel like it's okay when I feel like, don't overdo it. Like when somebody get played, it's like, girl, you gonna be all right, dust your feet off. Like, I'm that type of person. I'm gonna give you encouragement. I'm not about to dig you down in the ground, because we all got played or whatever. We know that it's not our fault.
Definitely. We all, men and women, we all done got played or hurt once here and there.
Fact.
So, to laugh at the next person hurt, I don't know. I feel like as women, sometimes like we should understand it a little bit more, being that with certain things, I guess, but it could be a double. I don't know. Because I was going to say with certain things as a woman, I'm like, okay, I definitely understand. And I feel like in that area, we should be a little bit more understanding. Like, we all done been through shit as women, Right. And you see how quick when men do things or whatever, sorry, since y'all men ain't up here. When men do things like, the girl want to believe the man and all this other stuff. Like, girl,
right.
The deal. Stop acting like it because you feeling that nigga. Like,
right.
He ain't right, baby girl. Like,
stop some females be like, oh, well, you already knew he was this. No, at the end of the day, nobody really did not know.
Hey, Nate.
What happened?
Look at that, Nate. Yeah, there you go with the sheets.
I hear you talking. I don't hear them. They keep freezing.
No, you keep freezing. He said, they keep freezing. He said. Uh-oh, you frozen. I'm just like, y'all men better not say nothing next week on Venus versus Mars. Nothing. Because y'all would think that y'all got some real life questions, but let me see. Oh,
see, it must mean something. He must ain't got nothing good to say.
You know it always work in our favor. I'd be like, oh, they about to say some bullshit. Something happened. Nah, I think that's because he's driving. But yeah, like
he
that.
He be giving us some pointers.
Huh?
I said he be giving us some things that to say or whatever. He always got something to say where we could talk back. Conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, he got the wild scenarios always. Hold on. I think he's trying to come on again. Oh. All right. Nate, can you hear us?
Yeah, Tiff. You frozen too.
Who's full of it? Frozen. Oh.
Both of y'all.
You said we frozen.
Y'all ain't even in no hot seat. Both. Y'all ain't no questions. I hear these answers y'all giving out. Y'all keeping it all PC.
How are we keeping it PC?
Y'all keeping it all PC. She just said, I just want guys to tell us what it is, because there's girls out there that be down for that too.
Okay. Why you think that's not true?
They be down, but their feelings be hurt. Like, that's all you want me for? That's it? You don't want to be with me?
But that's the thing. If that's all you want, oh no, give back my stuff, Kendra. My sister over here, y'all still in St. Louis.
What up, Ken?
Crazy. They said hi. What up, man? I don't steal.
Tell her to stop stealing.
Everybody stealing is mine. No. First of all, but that's the thing. Like, no, tell me from the beginning so I won't be hurt. Like, if that's okay, if we never had like no real dealings, if we never like sexually, or we never, I might be hurt a little bit, but I'm gonna get over it way quicker. But if you tell me like when I first meet you, like your intentions, that's what you want, and if I decide not to go with it, then there's no need for me to be hurt. Why would I be hurt? For what? When I already knew when I made a decision to just be like, all right, well, that's not what I'm trying to do.
That's true, but a lot of women, right, when they get in that situation, they start to think like, what's wrong with me? Why this person don't want to be with me? Just want to be with me.
Oh, okay.
A bunch of times, like, I have to tell them, like, it's not you. I'm just trying to be honest with you. Like, it's not really going to go nowhere. So, y'all women be out here looking for hubby, or y'all king at the 7 day, like a 7-day workout. So.
Okay, it's frozen, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I guess I could agree with you on that.
But I always say honesty is the best policy. You give them the opportunity to be part of the conversation, so you're not just like surprising them with nothing.
Right, and I think that comes with confidence, like just having that build up within yourself, that if somebody does say, like, this is not what I'm looking for, or right now, blah, 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 you won't be hurt. I mean, back then, I probably could say as a kid, not a kid, but being younger, maybe I probably would have thought that, being insecure and stuff like that. But when you securing yourself and a dude that you potentially like or you trying to talk to, and they say that, okay, well, miss the boat, Negro. Like, what you want me to cry you a river? Like, I'm not crying over that. Like, I'm just gonna have to get over it and then keep it pushing. Like, at the end of the day, I just think it depends on like your age and what you want. And Cause yeah, back then I probably could admit to exactly what you're saying. Like, damn, what is it about me? Like, oh, but I never really had too many people turn me down. But I'm just saying, like, maybe I
You would have been like, this nigga crazy.
couple, but not even too, like, not even like. But I'm just saying, at this day and age, I'm not going to second guess myself. I'm just gonna be like, all right, cool, like.
But no, usually happens. This is what usually happens when you give them that option and you tell them. Usually they go through a period of where like they hate you for a minute. What is my son doing? They go through this thing where they hate you for a minute, and then after they think about it, they come back and just be like, "All right, this is what you want to do. All right, we can do it then." So,
man, you just made me drop something, yo.
telling the truth.
That's if a girl really like the dude, and at the end of the day, if she really like him, she might roll with what he say he want to do. Like that's what she might roll with that. So she might change her mind, be like, you know what, let me just get us a try, like the way he wanted to get down. But
and then it changed to don't worry, I'm gonna change his mind. Don't worry, watch this.
Man, shut up, yo, please.
I'm telling you how it goes. Bring this to grandma. They at home. I gave you all one. Son, bring this to grandma. This too. But yeah, that's
Wait, what you mean? Oh, like you gonna change? Hey, Dad, what's up, Dad? Like, what you mean gonna change his mind? Like to start talking to him, or like?
Yeah, you know, y'all be like, he gonna make me the one. I'm the wife. Y'all them other chicks, they ain't nothing. That's what go through y'all mind.
Yo, shut up, cause I'm guilty.
See, I'm just telling the truth.
I'm about to be the one.
See?
I could admit.
Yeah, see, and we be like, well, I told her what it is.
No. Oh, you mean like if they tell you what it is? Oh, okay, yeah. No, I can't attest to that. I can't attest to that.
I mean, that's how it's like a double-edged sword, telling the truth, because like the girl go through certain emotions.
You say like because the woman's still gonna basically like believe what she want in her head, like type shit.
Basically, yeah. And then when it comes down when something happens, oh, I seen you with this girl, and you be like, yeah, I know you seen me with this girl. Remember we discussed this, like. No, you can't.
I'm sorry, but I never dealt with that. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not trying to be funny. Like I never dealt with like I dealt with a lot of things you was like saying, like women saying stuff, but like dealing with like dudes saying like, oh, we just in this, and then I turn around and see him with. I don't know. I feel like if you say up front what it is, I have no choice but to respect it. So at the end of the day, it's my choice. What's up, little man? At the end of the day, it's my choice if I'm going to decide to say, all right, well, this is what he's just looking for right now. Let me indulge in it. Or I'm going to just say, all right, well, I'm going to fall back. Like maybe I'll just see you around town, be an associate. Just like, you never know. It depends on how much you like the person. What's up, Mr. D-Day?
If you really like the person, you go call them that night. Like, I heard what you said. I wasn't with it at first, but come over, let's talk. I've been there, like, all right, like
maybe she's seen something in you. She just wanted to give you a chance.
Well, my girl,
like you said, she probably thinking like, oh, I'm gonna give him some, and then we gonna keep.
He gonna be hooked.
That's the wrong way to think, ladies. Don't think like that. I mean, it worked, but don't think like that. Don't set yourself up. You know how shady these Negroes are.
And then they end up messing with him for 30 years.
Oh my God. And then he'd be like 30 years later, he'd be like 30. Like he like, man, he just did your face. No, but seriously, then they'd be like 30 years. I told you what it was from the jump. But you know what's crazy? Men, that's the one thing I think like a man that does that, because some men, they are not upfront. We're not going to sit here and act like all men are upfront.
No, all men are.
Right. But the men that are upfront, like they take pride in that shit. Like, I told you from like when we had a conversation, like, yo, y'all be taking so much pride in that shit. Like, I got one up on her because I told her ass, like, yo.
Yeah, like we don't want it to be no mistakes. We don't want it to be no no reach around and nothing. We like, look, we told you at the beginning what it is. So when you see me in the club with somebody else and I say hi to you, give you a hug and keep it moving, you know what it is. Don't be like, oh, that's my man. Because we gonna be like, yo, man, hold up, wait a minute. So it's what it is, what it is. But females know what it is when females do that though. Some dudes can't take when females do it. Like some dudes would be like, yo, she playing me, yo. I'm like, nigga, y'all not together. Like you gotta think about it. Go both ways. You gotta think about it. Like you can't get your feelings
It
caught up.
definitely goes both.
You can't get your feelings caught up
It
until
definitely
you
goes
know what
both
it is.
ways.
So,
Especially if it's only a sexual thing. But you know, they say them sexual connections, you believe in that? Like, you believe in the energy transferring and stuff like that? You don't believe in that? Oh, okay, excuse me. It's all fake to you?
not that we got that contract, I'm trying to come over there, get what I'm trying to get, and get the hell on. So we could cuddle afterwards, maybe a little, but I gotta go home. Like, I mean, but you know what it is too. Sometimes both sexes they get into this agreement, and then they treat each other like they boyfriend and girlfriend or wives. They be walking around holding hands, and you know, so the other person
But
be all into it, like, oh, he might be the one. Da, da, da.
But see, that's another thing that could be like confusing mixed signals. Like, I feel like if y'all not dating, like, because nowadays they say like dating and dating exclusively are two different things. That's what this is what I'm hearing. So if we're just dating, like, what is the like exclusively dating? Like, you should be doing all of that extra stuff. Like, but we just getting like, I don't know. You don't think any of that could cause just like mixed signals and stuff like that? If you were just dating somebody, like, how would you treat the situation? Oh, he's frozen.
He was chilling too.
Right.
I'm
And
back.
y'all men that's tuning in, y'all can ask us some questions.
Let me see if I can throw this one.
And so that's a question I can answer or whatever. What you said?
What, the question I just asked?
Dating exclusively.
Like, yeah, like nowadays I hear, you know, it's two different things when you just dating somebody versus when you dating somebody exclusively.
Well, dating is seeing multiple people. Like if you're dating somebody, it's just you trying to figure out, are you gonna be with this person, or you know, you just going out meeting people. Like
Getting
that's
to
a,
know.
yeah.
Getting to know.
Exclusively dating is like when you like, okay, you don't.
Exclusive is like this going somewhere. That word almost sounds like girlfriend to me.
Facts.
Like
So
if we exclusive, what you saying?
if we're exclusive, then it's only me and you in the picture. Like you might as well be boyfriend or girlfriend if we exclusively dating.
Right.
Like you're the one. We're together right now. We go. This
Like
is
we
going
popping. I
good.
think we soaring off. We going somewhere.
Yeah, this could lead to something. But the
So
other
what's
one,
something
the other
so
one, like I
what's
said,
something that you would do different? Okay, now we know that you said exclusive is what is different is you're basically just dealing with that person versus regular dating. You're just trying to figure out, you know, who might be the right match for you, whatever. So what's something else that you wouldn't do on a date? I mean, exclusive date that you wouldn't do on a date, like just dating somebody.
like introduce them to like my people or like my family and friends. Like if you dating, you just like, all right, let me see what's going on here. But if you exclusively dating, you probably be like, all right, you cool. Let me get another opinion on you. So let me introduce you to like one of my sisters or you know my brother or a couple of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
But when you not exclusively dating, it's just you know we getting together to have drinks. We just getting together to talk or maybe go bowling or something. You know, something that's not too
Intimate.
yeah. I'm not saying like some people be like on their first date, let's get a room and get a bottle.
Yeah,
That's not
like
me.
I don't, yo, that's a turn off. Like, don't. That's such a turn off. Like, just made me want to throw up on you. So nasty.
That's not a date. That's
That's
something
like,
else. That's something
And
else.
that's a catch. Oh, wait, hold up. This the line. Yo, you smoke, you drink. Like, no, you gotta start saying no, I don't. And then just to see, because that's
even
what
if I
brings people
do,
together. And
that don't mean you about to bring me to no room.
that brings people together, but you realize you really don't have nothing in common but smoking and drinking.
Nah, we gotta have a conversation.
Because it's easy to chill and laugh while you high and smoking. Like, that's a thing. But now, if we sober,
Right.
and we're supposed to be going out, now, where's the communication? What do we have in common?
Yeah.
Now you sober, you looking at each other, y'all both like, damn, I don't even like this person.
Yeah, that's just like sexually too. You want to have sex, then you looking like, I don't even like this person.
I don't
like,
even like you
no.
like that.
Like,
So
I
you
was
want me to
just
call
feeling,
you this
I was
Uber
feeling
or
right. I was weak at the moment. You know what I mean?
That's how it happens. So yeah.
Mhm. Okay, Nate. So what other question do you have for us?
Yeah.
I already put my question in the
You don't get no one question. You ain't in the comment section. You are one of the.
I was in the
Get
comment
out of
section.
here. Nah, you part of the Venus versus
I
Mars.
know you got a lot of
And you gotta
questions.
come through for your boys because they definitely not up here. And
Yeah,
next week,
they was like, nah, we ain't messing
Ray
with this
not
one.
up here. Web not up here. You better not next week say nothing
It's
about
like,
women.
what's the deal, ladies? What's the deal, ladies?
You know when they get on here next time, they're gonna be like, we missed it, but we're gonna bring this back right now.
Yeah, nah, we not
Right.
bringing nothing back. Y'all had all ample enough opportunity tonight to ask the woman some questions. And Nate gotta hold the fort down. Like Lorraine had to start holding it down in the beginning of last week. You gotta hold it down for them because they
I
just
mean,
left you.
you know, I go by contract. So my question for the women's is why y'all don't be wanting to sign these contracts? Like why y'all still trying to why with the rate that men and women aren't getting married, are y'all still like looking for the one to get married to? Like the one when there is multiple people in the world that you can you know, yeah.
I'm a little mixed up. So
wait, hold up. When you say
first you said signing a contract, but then it sounds like why sign a contract when there's so many people in the world? That's what I heard.
Oh, no, the contract make it easy. The contract is just like this is what's going on, this is what it's gonna be. But,
So basically, guys need to make their own contract to see if we want to go with the flow.
women should too. I'm not saying only guys. I mean everybody should have a contract. Like,
But what if
No.
you have to change your heart? Like, and you just going, like, that's still just kind of.
that's why he want the contract.
after the contract expires, you know, you can renegotiate that.
Man, it's marriage. Either you getting in a marriage contract or nothing.
Did you just see about that late? I mean, did you see about DMX? His wife, she can't get nothing because they had a common law marriage. But I guess he didn't put her in the will. Like I guess I don't know if he had a will, but
her
she
name
wasn't
on
in the
no
will.
contract. Her name wasn't on no contract. But most of the stuff gonna be divvied up between.
But
Like, how many?
still, as a common law marriage, she couldn't get nothing right now. Like
It's gonna go all to his kids.
that's fine, I guess. But I'm just saying, like,
I mean, really, I mean, I ain't gonna say she don't deserve nothing, but like I would want it to go towards his kids more than
Depending
anything.
on the relationship, it's like, and then how she held it down. Like, that's
you
the
don't know
age.
what she went through with that man. We know DMX is fighting some demons.
She deserved that. The kids is good and all, but
No clue what she went through, but I would love for his kids to get it. Like his kids
Of
deserve it.
course.
yeah,
I'm
if
not
she
even
ain't
gonna
getting
argue.
them.
If she not getting it, I'm not gonna argue now because when his kids turn whatever age they need to turn to get the money or whatnot, they can always break mom off. So
Yeah, I agree with that. The kids should get the money. That should be, right up there with. Then she should be, but because of their common law marriage, she's not getting it.
well,
So
I mean,
what do you mean, like with the contract? Like we're gonna be together for 5 years, and this is the terms, and then like after the 5 years, we're gonna come together, reevaluate this, and
What's the contract saying, Nate? What's popping?
right, like what's the contract? What is
Nate want to say,
oh,
oh,
today we gotta have sex? Like, what is it involving?
You think the girl guys thing? No. I'm not turning this around doing me.
no, it's a question. Like, I'm trying to figure out what type of contract.
Write up your own contract. Like this.
Okay, so basically, look, yeah, you could do that. It's all about the woman who gonna say yes or no.
Exactly.
Basically.
Or what if she agreed to do the contract for a certain amount of years, and then she like, after this, we gonna have to go into that marriage thing, like, they like no.
You didn't read that fine print.
Where your girl at? Where your girl at?
She at work.
Oh my
She at work.
Y'all got contract?
What is the problem? Like, why you just see it just being destroyed, like everything that you work for being taken from you? Like, what is it? Like, why? So
Taken from me. I share mine.
I'm talking about with marriage though. Like, why is it just because it's the government wanting to be in a business? Like, what is it?
The government too. Like, see, look, marriage. When you get married, right? You combine your assets together. The government puts you on like a whole different tax level.
Bracket.
Yeah, they put you on a whole different bracket. So
Yeah.
like a lot of people, if you look it up on YouTube, a lot of people that was married was getting divorced just so they can get insurance back for cheaper.
It is a different level.
So
that's where I agree with you at on all of those type of aspects. But is that the only reason? Like,
God favor marriages. He does. So
I mean,
but marriage is a contract. So
yeah, it works for some people, and then like, because obviously that's just like you know how people got the poverty mentality. Some people don't got that marriage mentality because even though you scared to move into that bracket, but that's why two people we got to go ham on what we truly want to get past that because there's people who marry where they can handle all that what they need to handle. And with that, it comes a whole bunch of stuff. It comes a lot of things.
What things
so
come?
You're only looking at the little bit. You're only looking at the little part. But if everybody get their shit together, we can make it to the top. We setting ourselves at a low standard. No, we can go higher.
But what's the top? What's the top? What is a?
You be seeing if y'all make over $100,000, it look like we need to be bringing in over $100,000, stuff like that. We gotta get up here.
Bringing in $100,000 though, that's not the top of marriage. Most families that bring in $40,000, they get married. Now you got two people bringing in $80,000. They do get an extra gig or something. That's easy to attain. But like, what is the purpose in getting married? Just to say I'm with somebody. What is the purpose of it?
Because the legal things that come with it, that's one of the reasons as far as like it.
So basically the legal thing is to say that our stuff is together and if one of us don't make it, the other one gets it all.
And I see where you trying to go with that, Nate. But it's like
trying to make it.
It's like, look, you know how back in the day, like marriage, really, it shouldn't be about like what we talk about because we know the government did overdo it. But marriage is a symbol. It's a symbol of something. You know, certain things is just a symbol, and we need that symbol because if we sit here and as women, we sit here and without being married, people treat you as such. Like it's just like treat me as such. So it don't have to be about the money or everything. It doesn't have to be about the money, but that ring or whatever is the symbol of our love. So now we got to work around it. So some people, they don't even send that paper in. They get married, but you know, what's that girl name? I forgot, but she ain't never sent the paper off. Or whatever. I forgot her name, man.
It's okay.
I think she was on Love and Hip Hop though. She was on Love and Hip Yandy.
Oh, Yandy, she has a common law marriage with Medici.
Yeah, so like she got married, but she never sent the papers off because she ain't wanting the government to touch her money and stuff. But the marriage is still a symbol that we want to do.
Look, you can wake up tomorrow, put a broom in your kitchen, jump over it, and say y'all got married. Like the same thing. You don't have to.
And you're gonna put some rings on her finger. Wait, did I say some rings?
You know what I'm thinking? Like, see, you as a man, you must
put rings.
You know,
I see what you're saying, though, Nate. But you as a man,
If you look
Got
up the
it, got it.
reason why women get diamond rings when they get married, you won't even
Oh
want a
yeah,
ring
we
no
talked
more.
about this
You won't even
before on
want a
the
ring no
show.
more.
I forgot. Refresh my memory about why.
The whole ring thing was made when the people found the diamonds. They wanted to figure out how to sell them because diamonds ain't really worth nothing. Like all these people running around with $150,000 worth of diamonds. Them diamonds is only worth what somebody tell them is worth. The people made up a whole campaign just to get people to buy diamonds
I
for
actually
wedding
think
purposes.
I watched some type of documentary on that.
Yeah, it's frivolous. Like
Yeah. Yep.
so,
Yep.
all these girls running around showing off that they got the biggest ring. Oh look, he loved me. He bought me 4 carats. He
I mean,
paid
the
10
ring
grand
don't
for it.
mean that the ring don't.
Yeah,
That's just a part of it. Like, you know how many girls got rings and they still get cheated on. So I'm not saying like that. The ring is just
those are
like,
facts. Those are facts.
oh look, it's what's up, Tank? She said traditional wedding rings were never diamond. I didn't know that. I just learned something new. That's cool. Yeah, no, I don't think that the rings, I don't think well, some people do it just for the ring, but I want to make sure our household is like complete and set before we jump into that. Like, no, it's not going to be perfect. Yes, we might have to we might have to deal
Right.
with some things along the way, but I still want to make sure like we both on the same page. Like, I don't want to. Mm,
And I think what they trying to say, because some guys be like, why we need a paper, this, that, and the third. Like in their heart, they probably do know, like, you are my woman. But see, today, women be getting so played. We be sitting, like we was talking about, we be waiting, doing this, doing that. It got our minds where we don't know if you serious. Like I seen a lot of older people too. That ring, how much it costs and all that, it does have to mean something about the amount. Like it does show something. I forgot, but
They used to
today,
say you have to have. They used to say you have to spend on a ring. You should spend what 3 times your salary at a job.
and I bet you that nigga like that. You cheat on me after I bought that ring? No, just playing. You gotta think
Why
about
dudes
that
be like,
ring.
that's why them dudes be like, yo, I need that ring back.
For real. Like,
oh yeah,
Ring.
you know some
you
dudes
ain't
they gonna
getting
take
that
their
back.
ring back.
It means something for certain people in different type of ways. Cause did y'all see that video where a young boy was going around and they check and see if your ring is real or not?
Yeah. And people was
Oh
having fits calling their
yes.
family back like, my ring ain't
And
real.
it was
You
like
don't
they called their husband up like, oh hell no, my ring
Yo,
ain't
that
real.
jump was funny as hell. Yo, I was cracking up watching it.
But that's what I'm saying. Is that the symbol of love though? Like the bigger the ring, the happier the female is until she find out it ain't real.
Not
But
at all.
it's
I don't
not.
feel like
It's
the bigger the
something.
ring, the
It's
happier the
something
female.
else.
Nah.
And then like the way marriage is blown out of proportion, like people having these big weddings and these big halls spending $200,000-$300,000 on their wedding. They got elephants coming in and they come in on a carriage and then they go back home to their
A
apartment.
relationship about broken in a camelback.
Yeah.
Some people ain't
Then they
thinking
go
right.
back home to their
That's just
apartment.
like throwing a party and everybody ain't gonna show. Like, who you doing it for, the people or yourself?
You end up in crazy credit card debt, no money, and married. Now y'all miserable because y'all can't pay bills and y'all life
Right.
ain't
Or
going nowhere.
maybe y'all doing it together and building up to where y'all need to be. So, but that's what I said. Like, I want to be straight. Like, I don't know. I think that we was just so much always just like taught that like things we a lot of times grown. I know, like I feel like our people, preparing for things and planning and saying, okay, well, we're gonna do this first and then try to manage this and do this. A lot of times we do just jump into things, but it's not to say that the couple that might go into marriage and they credit not that good. It's not to say that they not about to uplift each other and get that credit right the way that they need to. That might be something that help the situation. I'm not all for spending all that money on a wedding. I want to have, I'm not. We could put that money into something else. Like I like to think about other things like
If
that.
we
Like not to
balling
say,
like that,
not to say we're not gonna have a wedding, but I'm not gonna be like, yo, if you don't have like this amount of money spent, like I'm not marrying you, or I don't look at that type of stuff. It's so much deeper and so many more things that you need to look at when you're in a relationship, especially going into marriage. Yeah, I want to feel like, the queen, and I can feel like that, but it don't have to be because you spending crazy X amount of money on a wedding for a bunch of people where half of them might talk shit. You feel me? You might never talk to the other ones after. You know, so I agree with you on that. Like I don't,
So usually the
like I
what
said, it's not to say I
show
don't want
off.
a wedding, but it's not.
Yeah,
It don't
look,
have to be like that.
yes, look, I'm happy. I'm getting married. I found the one, and he in like everybody DMs at the wedding.
Yeah, and it's just like even with nowadays with these like extravagant baby showers, like
Crazy.
what? And then
Crazy.
after the baby born, they not even together no more. Like you just spent all of that money and just did all of that. That could have went to your child, but you know, some people if they got it, they got it. You feel me? So if that's what they gonna spend their money on, and that's what they gonna spend their money on. What they always say, you only live once, right?
If I ever get
So
married, it'll be like Nate disappeared and he in Greece somewhere. He just came back married. He got married in some glittery water or something. It won't be nothing big.
now that right there is nice,
It'll
right?
be because we spent money on a good vacation. We was out there and we had somebody probably wouldn't even count when we get back because they're gonna be like, nah, that wasn't in the US. So but I'm not spending like it don't make sense to spend money on stuff like that. It doesn't to me. Like it's crazy. I mean, if you love somebody, if you actually love somebody and it's in your heart and that's the person you want to be with, you just go be with that person. You don't see rabbits getting married and pets getting married and no.
Really, how you gonna compare? How they gonna get married? Nate? They gonna
I'm
have a
just
ceremony?
I'm just saying. They could. Some people marry their pets. I done seen white people on TikTok having all kind of crazy yeah, so
Somebody married a carnival pole.
yeah, see?
I'm done. Now people just doing it for all the wrong reasons. Listen, as long as you put me in that will, then we could do the common law.
Hey, you know what's crazy though? I put you up on game though, right? It ain't even about the will, it's about the life insurance.
Oh, but you
And
need to put the life insurance in the will.
no, you can do
Why?
that. If you get married, now you don't even have to marry somebody. If you know somebody that you love and you willing to put life insurance on them so when something happens to them, you get the money, your name is on it because you're paying for it. That's where all the money's at. It ain't really in the will. Like two people that live in an apartment die, and the other person get the records. Like you get the
I'm just
records.
conflicted. I be conflicted with marriage. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's something that I always wanted as a child, and it's something I still do. But I have a lot of different. Like I be conflicted, like because I think about all the government shit. I think about, but then I also think about like the purpose of marriage and things like that. So it's a conflict. I don't think I
I
think
don't know.
that if more, I don't know. I can't say
It's
I'm
so
not a
much with
man.
marriage that sometimes I'm gonna go off on another one, but we end up having to watch out who we marry because some people only marry people because of their money, right? We already know like what we was talking about. And they could have bought like 3 houses. You feel me? Like people be just or they end up killing you for the life insurance and then trying to go get the money. We know those stories. They try to go and get the money about
Fact.
later. They don't even wait.
Tupac mother died because she was messing with some young dude that was basically taking her for all the money Pac had left her, and it was stressing her out. She was trying to get away from him, and it caused her to have a heart attack, and she died.
Oh, for real? I didn't know that that was the reason that she passed away.
So, I mean, you meet somebody that's in it for money, and if you the person that don't got, if you the person with the money, and you meet somebody, you feel like you in love, and they just taking advantage of you.
That's what
That's
I said earlier about us having them damn blinders on. You females, y'all better take them damn blinders off.
everyday occurrence. So that's what I said. Now, so now she married him.
And they
Now
be
this dude
having
got
like
access to
5
everything.
wives. You don't even know. Like people be having like 5 females that they talking to and getting that money from.
Not taking
Like I
care
said,
of no.
back in Africa, that's when they used to pair each other together. Like this village got money, this village got money. Our daughters is gonna marry each other. We go give them some money so they can build on their village, and it was an arranged marriage. And now we don't do that no more. This is not a business deal anymore. Now it's about feelings and emotions.
I think it should be a little bit about both.
Yeah, because some people was miserable.
Why
Some
would you be
people,
with somebody just for income?
or
I
that you
mean,
don't even know it had to be
How can
arranged.
you
To come
be
to find
happy
out
to
you
be
don't
with
even like
somebody
him.
just for income? I get my own income then. I'm just gonna have to work twice as hard. Like, why would I be with you just for income? That's very like that's just like being with some what if I'm miserable with you, but because you got income? I'm supposed to make this. I'm supposed to make
Because
this
today we
contract
could do
work.
it by ourselves. We realized we could do things by ourselves.
Y'all don't,
Well, so are
y'all
you?
don't
So
need
are
her.
you? So are you with a relationship just for financial gain? Like, what is the not the financial gain, but to make sure that you have a good life? Like, I know that can't be the only reason that you want to be in a relationship with somebody. It has to be more than that. So you think that feelings should not play a part into relationships?
I think it should. You should find somebody that you like, you love, and someone that you want to experience the world with.
Right.
There's the
Right.
sensitive
I
mate.
agree
Yes,
with you
there's
on that.
two
Experience
sides of
the
me.
world with.
It's the one that, I
But
ain't really for the marriage, but okay, when you find
but
that one,
you don't have to be married to do that. You don't. There's no. You don't get free tax credit for flying when you married. No, you don't. You don't get free hotels and flights. No. What
well,
you get-
true, for some people, like we said, like we was talking about, it's the symbol. So like we sleeping in a defiled bed. So for some people, it's all about because you do see that you end up messing up the bed before you even really get further in the situation because people ain't take each other serious in the beginning. That now, okay, we serious, but I don't know. It's just a all around thing that some people they're gonna get married because they're not gonna sleep fornicating and stuff like that.
And that's the if you're in the Bible Belt or you're deep in the religion and you believe stuff like that still, that's what they say you should go off of. It's like one of my ex-girlfriends used to tell me, me and her, she used to always say me and her aren't from the same yoke. And I used to always be like, you're right. You probably know it from the same yoke. So how you gonna find somebody that's the same yoke as you? Like that's crazy. That's in the Bible.
Wait,
So
you said find somebody what?
two people of the same yoke is what they used to say. Like
Oh,
you
in
have
the
to find somebody
Bible at
in the
church.
Bible. Yeah. So where do you find that person at?
So only God knows.
Mm.
Because I mean, to tell the truth, nowadays even the churches ain't safe. Like you find out most of the the people in the church be on
That
some
church
crazy.
trauma.
Yeah.
Basically, we all got our own story. It's just a story. I just think we all just got a story. We ain't gonna know, and we just can't be giving ourselves like how we talk about getting to know each other and this and that. If we all start practicing those things, we all could get somewhere in life.
I mean, you're right. If we all started practicing those things together, but as we know, people don't grow on the same level. People don't practice on the same level.
And that's why we
So,
gotta be the change you wish to see. Be the change you wish to see. Obviously, everybody's not gonna be that change, but a lot of us still have to stand our ground because if we do what the world wants us to do, then it's never gonna be what it's supposed to be.
well, that's what I'm saying. Instead of the change, you just gotta stick with your standards or what you want it to be, or where you want to go, or what you want to do. And you gotta find somebody that's gonna bend
For real.
with you, or
'Cause
change
I
with
ain't
you,
accepting
or
certain
mold
things.
into you. If you don't find that person, like you're gonna be chasing forever because your standards is gonna be too high, your standards is gonna be too low. So you're looking for that perfect person when no one is perfect.
Right. And that's
I'm
why
not looking for a perfect
we bend a
person.
little. If we could, we will bend a little if we can take it. If you can't, don't even take it.
Well, that's the thing. Like you said, them deceivers and them blockers that make you bend all the way over backwards, have a nigga driving around with another girl in your car while you at work. So
Something wrong with that dude.
tell me I'm wrong.
We too old. We too old for that. Like I don't got time to do that.
Whoever do that, that's like something wrong with those type of people. Those are the people that mess up in life. We have no control. That's like evil and good. We have, we can only outdo the evil. But other than that, everybody make their own choices.
That is true.
And we suffer from other people's choices that they make.
Like I said, it depends on what you're willing to deal with.
Red flag.
That I always say, whatever you're willing to deal with is what you will get.
Right. And if you think that there ain't nothing else left, then that means you don't know
Right,
your
but
worth.
that's when sometimes when females get into that mindset, like this is it. It's never gonna get greater. This is just I might as well just accept this and just accept this person and accept messing with somebody that's gonna be just like him and
Not knowing your worth. That's not knowing who you are.
And 2 weeks later, she got
right.
a girlfriend.
Huh?
And then 2 weeks later, she got a girlfriend.
That's how I guess that's how it's happening.
Look at her face. She like,
You said he got a girlfriend or she got a girlfriend?
she got a
I don't
girlfriend.
know how the girl trying to deal. How I got an attitude and you got an attitude too. Yeah, right. You ain't no nigga. I ain't respecting you. I'm saying. Possible.
Yeah, I don't
Like
know.
you a female too. You never like, bitch.
I feel like that's too much more stress, like too emotional. Like that's too much. Like I don't even know. It'd be too much.
Too much. Like it's different from a real man that's like, okay, I want this, that, and the third. Girl, you want what? Like I'm supposed to listen to you? No. You ain't really no man. You gotta calm that shit down.
So I put up a post the other day, and what you tell me what you feel about this? So my girl Carrie Hilton came through with some gems for y'all fellas, and she said, men who provide emotional security and display wise leadership will get the softest, most feminine, relaxed, trusting, guard down, submissive, nurturing version of their women. Even successful, strong women want to feel safe enough to be soft because that is our true nature. The man who makes me feel safe will have the world. What do you believe in that? What do you? I mean, not believe in that.
Do y'all
What do you
believe
feel
in
about
that? Do y'all too believe in that? I gotta hear this.
What?
Do y'all believe in that?
Yes, very much so.
Until he tell you not to do something, you be like, "What? I make my own money. You can't tell me what to do."
No, wait. Give me an example. What you mean? What you just said? Give me an example.
Like you come home one day, like I want to buy this new car because I put a lot of work in and I got this money, and he like, "Nah, you can't do that. We saving this money to get something, so I don't want you doing that."
He said, "What we doing? What to get that? What was that?"
And then y'all
I missed
blow
it.
y'all top.
No, I missed it for real. I'm trying to hear so I can. Why he saying I can't get this car?
So he
All that
basically
softness will go out the window. You'll be like, "Nigga, I got my own job. I make my own money. You can't tell me to do nothing."
Did he say something about our savings or something? What
he said that basically, like, say if you work really hard, you're working on these hours, you basically made enough money, you wanted to get a new car. But first of all, that should be a discussion between both of y'all, anyways, about you wanting to get a new car. If that's your other half, like y'all should be discussing that, like
the finances.
That's a discussion that needs to be had. You shouldn't just go off on your own and pull up in a new ass 2021 car and y'all working on other stuff, nor you didn't tell your other half. See, that's the thing. People look at stuff like that as, oh, you're trying to control me. You're trying to tell me what to do. And or reality is like, no, that's not. That's how it's supposed to be when you're in a committed relationship with somebody. It's both of y'all. It's no longer just you. So you can't just make those decisions based off of what you want to do. Yeah, you might want to so bad, and it's different when it's a controlling situation where a man or a woman being controlled.
Especially if it's not a good idea, of course.
But I'm talking about what you're supposed to do in a relationship. Like I said, I used to never understand why my mother used to be like, when I was younger, she used to be like, oh, let me talk to Al about this. My stepfather, let me, if I even ask to borrow money, well, let me go. You know why? Because that's what they need to do that's what you're supposed to do. Like, you're not supposed to just be, some people be sneaky about shit, or some people just, that could mess up y'all relationship. That could mess up what y'all had going on or whatever. And if he say like, yo, I don't think it's good for you to get this car right now. And if we sit down and have that conversation as to the pros and cons, and okay, what's the pros of me getting this new car? What's the cons of me getting this new car? And getting this new car and how it's gonna affect us as a unit. But people don't think like that. Everybody is for self. That's why I say I'm scared, because people really just be for self, and people really don't understand, like, when you're a unit, you're a unit. It's not about you anymore.
I like all honesty. Let's talk about it, because if a movie made that I don't know, then I feel like the trust or whatever, like, nah, you wouldn't want me to do that to you.
So Shantae, when you was in your relationship, your longest long-term relationship, did y'all have like a budget and goals plan?
So I'm not gonna lie. I think I was a little bit. I feel like we didn't have. My relationship was so much based off of like dealing with like cheat. Just it was good times. Don't get me wrong, but it was like the cheating to me overpowered my brain to think about the things that I wanted for that
Right,
relationship and
right.
like thought that we should have been doing, and it was
Like
more of
moving so
like for
fast.
instance, I'm not gonna lie though, I think with finances he might have handled it a little bit better than me, but that was, because I didn't grow up with it. I didn't know how to deal with finances. I could admit that it's something that I had to learn and that I'm still learning to deal with. Not to say that he was the best financial person either, because he would save some stuff, but he was more materialistic than me. So, that's where sometimes the money went to, because you want to catch a little quick stunt. But like one time, he wanted to go out of state to work. And for me, it was a no-go. And he told me like I wasn't thinking about like, the money that I could bring this and third. Yeah, at that time I wasn't thinking like that, because all of the negative shit that we was going through and never worked on and got better, that shit overpowered any of the shit that I know that maybe potentially that if he was doing the right thing and doing what he needed to do, then maybe when he had that conversation and say, listen, I think that, this could bring in some income. You think about, if you could deal with the kids, whatever. Maybe I would say, you know what, babe, that might be a good idea. This, that, and third. But as soon as he offered the idea of going out of state working, all I could think about was the nigga cheating. So I'm like,
See,
hell no, you ain't going nowhere. Like,
you're not
but
without
I
me.
know in a healthy, right, but in a healthy relationship, it might not be like that, and I might be understanding to that. Y'all said that. That's what I said last week. Like, y'all men set the tone for your homes if
A
you're
woman
doing it
will
the right
listen
way.
if she know that she could
So
follow. Like
Tiff,
it's a thing. If he could lead, we gonna know if you could lead. We gonna listen. But if,
Right.
if we feel like you about to drive that car into a tree, oh hell no.
so Tiff, your longest relationship, did y'all talk about financial goals and how much money y'all were saving together? And like I said, this is a relationship, not a marriage, just a relationship.
Like Shantae said in the beginning, because our lives, cause okay, I'm 30 right now. My life went by so fast, especially once you have kids, this, that, and the third, and then you ain't even know you had these emotions with this guy. You going through this because you thinking that you ain't think of life through like that. You wanted these things to happen like that, but this person wasn't ready for it. They was moving too fast. Maybe they was in the streets or whatever. You had it in you, but things was just moving too fast. Like I could say now in these years, yes, we talk about budgeting, all the stuff, because I ain't going down for nobody. And the way I do things, that person sees that, okay, she knows what the fuck she doing. Like, we definitely need it, because that person is more materialistic. Me, I don't really care about no $100 sneakers or whatever. No, if I have to go get the thing that's on sale, I'm gonna go get the thing on sale, because the white people, you don't see them walking around with uptowns. No, all that money is coming up in their bank. And that's just how it rolls up in my bank. Just like that.
I don't know.
It's different for little boys. Okay, you're gonna get them their little uptowns, this, that, and third. But me and my daughters, if it's from the
No,
Chinese store and it's some shoes, I don't care. They're cute. I'm getting it.
I feel you. And
okay.
plus,
Other than
So,
that,
I feel you.
so okay, you in a, like I said, a regular relationship, dating your longest relationship, y'all saving money, y'all got money together, y'all know what's going on, y'all got a savings account. Then y'all break up.
see that thing about that savings account, right?
How long we together before we get this account?
I'm saying how long y'all been saving for? Like say
See,
it's 4 years.
I'm gonna be smart. If you gonna be smart and have y'all, we can have that middle one, but my account gonna be. I'm putting majority in mine. Like we can, mine gonna be
Okay.
looking hefty too.
So that's what I'm
But
saying.
what's
So,
wrong with having your own single account and then y'all both having a joint account? Isn't nothing wrong with that?
Nothing, because it says what it says. I'm having my own,
Look at me.
whether
He
you know it
like,
or
she
not.
gonna try to leave with all the money. Or
I'm
Because now we
listen,
both
it
got
can
our
easily
name up there. This person materialistic or whatever, and they might oh man, I just needed that, yo, because that. No, nah, yo, you stuck by yourself. Once you go in that hole, you going in that hole by yourself.
Or if we have the joint account together, let's put a certain amount in each. So if you putting in $100, I'm just saying, if you put in $100 a week and I put $100 a week to match, if we ever break up, we know what's going down. Like, and the woman, we gonna keep a calculation.
I'm putting the other 500 in mine. So say if you can.
You gonna see the
Yeah,
biggest
like
cash
600,
app
like-
transfer right after the breakup you ever
Yeah, you
seen.
take my money, it's on. Like,
Yo, you
I'm
gonna be
writing down
arguing,
everything. I'm keeping all the notes.
hold
you
on,
gonna be
next time we
arguing
gonna be
with
like,
you,
fuck
and
that
his
nigga.
phone go boo. Hold up, we ain't get the money. We ain't even break up yet. Like, yeah,
Fact. That's how it goes down though with people. I'm
I'm just
already
saying.
prepared.
Most
Nah,
people
I'm
don't
not
have
like
that
that. That's
conversation.
funny.
Like, me and my girl been together forever. Our accounts ain't joint, but we know what we got to take care of. And like
Fact.
both of us since we was younger was pushing
I think we
savings.
could see each other accounts.
Yeah,
All we gotta do is say, you wanna know what's in mine? Here it go. Oh, you wanna know what's in your own? Here it go. But you ain't got my password. And it's not saying that you can go get it your damn self.
Be
Well,
the
I'm
emptied
saying,
out the thing.
you know, when you said that marriage thing, you know, y'all together, everybody's account is joint. So your money is his money is
No,
y'all money.
no, you can have both have
I got
single and have
kids.
a
I
joint.
got kids though.
Single
Your,
and joint,
your
both.
kids
You can
have
do
accounts.
both.
Your kids have their own accounts.
I know. So half of my money gonna go up in there. If it's that serious that if it's coming to that, I don't care. I'm putting some money somewhere else. I know I could dig in the kids to get my money. Stop playing.
I'm just saying.
But you just said it was joint though. But if we could still have our own account on the side, even though it's joint.
But even that, in certain relationships, that starts problems, especially if you would say, okay, y'all putting money, you putting money
Contract.
into, exactly, you putting money into a bank account, he putting money into a bank account. He get laid off, he stopped working for a while, but yet you still putting money into that bank account. So now,
Okay, you just holding it down so he get back on his feet.
so now,
Right.
hold up. So now, bring it back to what Kerry Hilson said. Are you still gonna let him guide your? You still gonna let him be the leader and tell you what we need to do with this money, or da da da? Or you gonna step ahead and be like, nah, nigga, you ain't a contributor right now. Sit on the couch, shut
It
up.
depends on the people because we know if we already had a work, if we already was doing a separate move, then I think we can continue to do it. You ain't about to say, oh, go get this for me, oh, get that. Like, cause that happens now where niggas need stuff or a female might need something. You just go get it or whatever. It ain't that serious.
I need those Jordans in that PlayStation 5.
If this is just like I can't get that car, nigga. No, you laid off. You ain't getting no PlayStation 5, my nigga.
Definitely
Pick
ain't.
up your laptop and let's start looking for jobs.
And then it's
Or
like,
you
babe, just calm
invest in
down. Everything
something.
will turn out. We gotta hold on to the money. We can't start spending stupidly when you just
That don't
lost
sound
shit.
like
We
that
gotta
softness
hold on.
you're talking about right there. That don't sound like that softness at all.
Kerry Hilson said emotional security and displayed wise leadership. So wise leadership is not you getting laid off and getting a PS5.
That's not that loving security. That's that, nah, nigga, get a job before I listen to what you're saying, because
My thing
there's
is,
some money.
my thing is everybody go through rough patches, and if anybody think that they just actually been in a relationship and they other half, some people they do work their whole life, and sometimes people have rough patches where they might get laid off or they might quit their job. Just like, okay, for instance, the whole thing with Tabitha Brown and Wendy Williams and all of that. Tabitha, her husband, you know, he worked and did what he needed to do to help her pursue what she wanted to do. Now look at where she's at. Now she's saying, you know what? It's your turn. It's your turn to build what you need to build and what you want to do. So shit like that, I'm down for that. I'm not gonna look at you like you some type of like, but if you a nigga that's getting laid off and all you want to do is play on a game and stuff, we got some things to talk about. We need to have a sit down at the table. I tell you all the time, I'm all for sit downs because we gonna talk about this. Like, why
We'll get the notebook out. Write down what you need to be doing.
Or my man could be going through some type of depression. We don't think about stuff like that. We don't think about the mental health. We don't think about those things, and that's real. And if they might need that break real quick, if it's a pattern of things though, then it's like, okay, something ain't right. But if somebody went through something like that's wrong for you to just throw them out the window automatically. Like, yo, oh, you not working? You ain't been working for a month. You're done. Like, no, I need to see that you're trying. I need to see that you're, trying to do what you need to do and get back to where you want to be and above. But if I don't
But
see that, then yeah, I'm
but
gonna treat you
are you
differently.
still gonna let him lead in that household?
For what part?
See?
Oh yeah.
See?
If I just said all the examples that I said to you, yes, I would. Like,
Okay.
except for besides if they just want some other shit, then no, but yes, because you're still the head. See, for me, finances do not create, like, yes, it creates a better lifestyle, but finances do not make you that doesn't mean like you're the head of the household. That's not, to me, what, a relationship is all about. It is about finances, but just because you're not making more, if I'm making more money than you, I'm still not gonna say you're not the head of the house. You are still the head of the house. You are the man. And as long as you're doing what you need to do, the correct, like I said, I'm not up here vouching for no niggas that's up here doing bullshit or using women or anything like that. But a man that is, like she said, if you're providing all of those things, you could be making less than me. You're still the man. I'm not going to look at you. I'm not going to belittle you and look at you as less than. We're going to get this. We're going to work together. And if we're going to build it to where, okay, now you could get into, if you choose to, or if you see that it needs to help our unit, then yeah, we're going to work on getting you in a better position or venturing off into a business or something. Like, at some point in time, we have to tap into each other's, financial gain at the same time, because tapping into each other's financial gain helps the unit overall. But see, people don't be ready for the real deal. That's why I say I be scared. I don't got time. I don't.
So you can't meet that guy that's just like, all right, you working, I'm just gonna sit back and relax while you work, and I'll be home when you get here.
Do you got a business? Are you flourishing in your business? Are you in school to better yourself? And
Nah,
are you? I mean,
he
I worked in school and took care of kids, but are you in school?
he just
Are you in a business? Did you just get out of jail and you got a felony, so it's a felony and it's real hard, but we about to get you in there? Like, what reason do you have that you just want to sit at home? Don't get me wrong. No, I don't like working. Shit. I don't like getting up, gotta go to work. But if we're gonna build a better lifestyle, and if we branching off to say, okay, we about to just be totally all business and no longer working for the next person, we got to build that income up the correct way so we could go about that the correct way. So we both need to be bringing in some bacon, whether you got a business and it might be at home, but you're not just about to be sitting at home, like I said, unless it was something you went through, blah, blah, blah. But no, I don't want nobody like that, because my first boyfriend when I was 18, not dumb, but insecure, young, having a boy that, oh my God, he liked me. I took care of that person. I'm not ever doing that again. Never. I'm good. Like, I don't even ask really for men to take care of me. So for me, I'm not taking care of no grown man.
The woman be quick to save a hoe.
Yeah, I'm not trying to save you. Sorry. I'm done.
no more projects to put together.
Nah, I ain't putting nobody together, because
Bro, you trying to be all nice.
different.
People take advantage of your kindness when you just trying to see them go up. Yep. Not realizing why they're helping you, because they thinking like, all right, they see something in you, but that shit really don't be coming out a lot of people.
Nah,
So do y'all think y'all should marry somebody before y'all help them come up?
Do we think that we should marry somebody?
Why not? Some people's strength is each other, Nate. My mother
It end up happening because if you see the potential, or if you see the smartness, you know they could do something. Some people need help. Like,
You stupid.
that's just like, say if a man came into a woman's life and he was like, I got this 40,000, like, she know that she can make, she's business, like she got her sewing license, or she can make dresses or anything. Some people need that push from somebody else to be whoever they might need to be. Like, without that person giving me that 40,000 or whatever, it's like, yo, he seen what I was worth. He knew that I could do something. Because sometimes you can see something in a person that you just end up doing. You might lose, you might win.
Right. And my mother and stepfather didn't go into it with their finances all together, but I bet you they got it together. Like sometimes you just need that person that's like, or you might be a little bit more financial savvy than me. Teach me some shit, you know? But again, it's a unit. Like if you're just doing it on your own and for self, you cannot get mad at your. I'm not. It's not the same when you get in a relationship. You are supposed to totally depend, like, you know, and that's the one you're never supposed to do for, you know, for self or learn for self. I'm not saying that, but if you got a financial gain far as like knowledge wise, and you can teach me some things, and you choose not to, you can't be mad at nobody but yourself when things don't go right with this unit in our finances. Like you could be like, oh, you know all of this, but then you just doing this for self. Like Tiffany said, she gonna have her own account, so you just building up all this money, and you just watching our unit going to destruction. You already
You watching the fire and flame while everything going down, and you saving money. Yeah.
right. You like, man, well, I told her to learn how to save. Like, okay, well, maybe you could have helped me a little bit. Like, I thought we was in this together. Hey, Kia. He said, hey, guys. So, I don't know. I just be feeling like people be asking for stuff they really don't be ready for. Like, but
That's true.
it's all about us today, so I don't want to say that. No, for real. I don't know. You know, but you said that goes back to standards when some people are like, you know, I need to have, you know, okay, what's that girl named B. Simone? Everybody was going ham on her because she was saying, what did she say? She wanted somebody that
She said you can't want more than a person if you ain't fixing yourself. Like if you ain't got what you asking for, why you even asking for it? So
If you ain't 100,
yeah,
why you can't come 100 too? Basically,
they was going in on her, but she telling the truth. Like you got to fix yourself. If you want somebody that's not on a higher level than you, why would that person really want you if you're not doing what you said you want? Like you said you want somebody that's muscular and fit, and you ain't muscular and fit. Like what you doing?
or,
You
and
want
then we know it is some fellas out there that's waiting for like, see, some females could want that because there's some men out there waiting to provide for a woman. Like it is some guys out there that's they don't even know where to spend their money. But if it's somebody who worth it, you feel me? They're gonna spend that money and do
yeah,
whatever.
somebody that worth it, they all on their OnlyFans page. Yeah, we know.
who on only. I don't know. I be having mixed emotions
Come with the
about when
money.
it comes to like the whole standards. I mean, I get it because we all got standards. Because you know, I got standards with certain things. I don't know. Sometimes we might miss our blessings. Sometimes we might block our blessings. I don't know. Sometimes you might.
And you
Like
do.
you told me that before.
Like
Like
I
when I
said
said I'm only
before.
dating black men. You was like, you might miss a blessing, and that's true. Like you could be a rich person, but that person that's not as rich as you might make you the happiest motherfucking person alive. And just because they're not bringing in that same income, don't mean that they that less of a person. You know. So it could be, you know. So I get why people probably said what they said to B. Simone on that, but then I also get that B. Simone has every right to say this is the type of person that I want to date, because I don't know why I think it's harder to accept it when, like, now for looks, it's easy to accept for us to say, like, I like a skinny dude, I like a big dude, I like a skinny girl, I like a big girl, I like a girl with short. It's easier for us as a you know, humans to accept that. But then when it comes into the point of saying, okay, if this person not making this much money, then the person is being looked at as shallow. So I get it.
If anybody asks, that's where.
What he say?
Get money on you.
He said what she missed. We're talking right now. We're talking about like the finances and stuff like that in a relationship.
Let's go do for this $5.
So I don't know. I think it is to each his own. Everybody does have standards. We know that, but you can miss a blessing, you know. And sometimes, like they say, that person that you think is that's not for you is the person that might supposed to be for you. And sometimes we let things block that. So,
Like I said, that it goes all back to that same yoke shit. Like if you believe in
equally
that,
yoked.
yeah, you got to be the same yoke. If you believe that, like you blocking off a whole bunch of other people that could possibly be a blessing. Like you never know.
So what if you happy with that person? You think that you just not gonna know, like you think that you just not gonna know, like it's not gonna be like something within you. It's just
Like I said, it depend. A relationship depends on what you willing to put up with. Point blank. Period. What are your pinpoints? Things that make you go off, and is this person gonna keep pushing that? Because after a while, you gonna get tired of that person. If you get tired of that person, you ain't gonna want to be around that person, and then it's gonna go the get the fuck out button go happen. You ain't going to be around that person. So, I mean, that's to me, that's what it's about. You find somebody that you can actually, you actually love. Y'all still gonna have them problems, but you like, okay, we could work. This is easy. We could work through this. Oh, you did this. You could work through this. Oh no, you did this. Nah, I'm not about that. You can't do that again. You do it again, it's over with. If they understand that and don't go past that boundary, then that's somebody you could work with. But if they go keep pushing past that boundary, like, there ain't no reason for you to be there. Ain't no reason for you to be upset in a relationship and that person happy because they pushing past the boundary, being happy doing something else. So
okay, Nate.
I'm just saying.
I agree with that though. I like that. I agree with that. I think that is real. I don't know. Do you have any other questions for us females? Because I can't believe this. I'm trying to tell you something right now. Web better not come up here next week and say nothing about the females. Don't ask me a question. Or Lorraine.
They both gonna be like,
I'm gonna turn music on every time they talk. It's like we're gonna be in there early tonight. See, this is where
everybody outside. It's nice out here today. Like, we ain't got no rain. That's the reason. Tiffany, you over there doing pull-ups?
No, my man be doing that.
You okay? Got the pull-up bar.
I can't even do it.
The pull up, right? Try to do a pull up, you don't fail.
I'm trying though. I gotta be able to lift up my own weight.
You gotta start with push-ups first. You gotta start with the push-ups.
Yeah. My man be trying to get me there. I'm trying, but we're doing too much.
See, maybe you might need to get a little bit more healthier, and maybe y'all do it together. Like these are
we do. We be doing squats and all that stuff. I forgot what they call, but we be doing all that stuff together. No, I mean,
that's where it all starts. I mean, togetherness. Find something I got in common that y'all could do together that y'all like.
And you know what we always do, like me, because I always write down questions, or like we play games that ask each other questions or whatever. Like, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Like mad different questions or whatever, so you could keep communication flowing. Like if we just sit around, like let's do some questions. Let's do this or do that.
Hey, write out goals, like goals of where you want to reach in the next 2 years or 3 years, and try to crush them.
Right.
Yeah, like you said, doing exercise or having a routine every day. That's what we try to do.
I think it's just always better with two people. Like, you can have goals, I can have goals, we can have goals and be crushing them and doing what we need to do, but I just think it's always better with two people. Like, I think you need someone to hold so much more.
It definitely is.
You need somebody
especially
to hold you
with the kids and all that stuff.
When you want to lay in the bed and be like, I ain't doing nothing today, you got somebody that's like, nah, get up, let's go.
Right, thank you. Like the motivation, like I don't feel like doing this. Like sometimes that really, like that helps. They don't get it. Like they don't get it. Who is they, Shantae?
And then when the kids is going around, you could just sleep. You ain't as being there by yourself. You don't have to just. Because I always would stay up with the kids. It's like I could actually go to sleep.
Now she get a nap in. She be like, oh my God, I could sleep. It's my turn.
This feels.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. I tell you, I don't know.
And then you can't go to sleep sometimes without the other person now.
Oh yeah, when you start getting used to that,
can't even go to sleep.
I know people that's like that. They be so sad too. Like, dang, I'm so used to sleeping with them.
And as soon as they cuddle their arm around you, fall asleep like a baby.
Yep, I definitely know people in relationships like that.
All right, I'm gonna get back on in a minute. My neighbor out here cutting the grass, so I know y'all hear it all in the background.
We might be off by the time you get on because I definitely didn't do a backup far as this because I really just like I thought y'all was coming with a question.
Coming with the heat, right?
Yo, we thought y'all, yo, I swear I was like, yo, they gonna get us to like we gotta prepare, you know, they gonna come with that and flop. Y'all just flopped a bunch of
Well, you know, we ain't new to this, we true to this.
Oh, definitely. We would have been straight for whatever they had to say.
In the comment section, where they at? Where the dudes at? Is cricket. But guess what? It's gonna be too late. It's too late to ask those questions, like you said.
Yes, we're definitely gonna end early tonight.
Okay, so
I had fun last week though. I was able to ask questions.
Right.
But this week, yeah. Next time I'll definitely have like you know, we do what we had to do tonight, but next week, next time, I'm definitely gonna have like a backup type of topic type of thing. Like if something don't fall through that involves other people, then definitely we're gonna have a backup. But I think we did pretty good tonight.
Yeah, you good at this, girl. You is very good at
because
this.
You know, like one thing I always have to try to figure out, like, okay, if this is not working out, like when I be sitting here, like I'm not just sitting here, I'm in my head, I might be typing up something, I might be looking up something, like I'm trying to figure it out because that's what we're gonna do. We gotta keep it pushing.
Wendy better watch out. Wendy better watch out.
You better watch out because like I said, this is only the beginning and I ain't gonna be no tabloid person like her and I ain't gonna do all of that, but I definitely like y'all don't want to miss what I got in store. So all I can do is just continue to work on that and continue to have my support system. Like I said, you know, we got the Venus versus Mars family. We got all the fans, the viewers, everybody. I'm definitely again grateful for all of that. So I'm just gonna keep saying, you know, this is only the beginning. And all I can do is keep on working on what I'm working on and keep perfecting my craft. Keep on getting more and more out of my shell. You on mute? Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
Sorry, Bruno. I'm listening to you. I hear everything you're
saying. Are you on talking to me? But yeah, I definitely again, I'm always grateful for my viewers and fans, and for y'all, Tiffany. And
you already know I had to come on to support you. I was like, let me get up there.
It's all right. At some point in time, we're gonna figure it out always, because that's what I do. I'm gonna figure it out.
Facts.
We gonna come on. So no, this Saturday, my grandma's birthday. She is going to be. I'm not gonna tell her age because she might get me. But my grandmother, we still blessed to have her here on this earth, and she's still here. So this weekend, you know, we're celebrating her birthday. So I'm not gonna do late night this weekend. I keep saying that all the time, but I was thinking about it. I need to bring it back. I got a few people that I can actually bring onto the show. So I need to just tap into the late night. Other than that, next Tuesday we will be back. You guys don't want to miss this because we're gonna have like, you know, the music and we got some talent and we're gonna have multiple people on the show. So you guys look forward to next Tuesday. So I got to get myself prepared for that. We're gonna do it a little bit differently, you know, than the normal just side-by-side conversation. Because like I said, since the world is opening back up, there are some things that I want to do differently. There are some things that I want to do just to, you know, make Talk with TZ the best experience that it could be for all my viewers, all my fans, all the people that come on to my shows. You know, I want to provide the best experience that I can. So that's what I'm working on, you guys. Tiffany, anything you want to say before we say deuces tonight?
Okay, to wrap it up, summary, you know, so from the beginning, you know, ladies, let's not bash each other, you know. Always the same way bros. Wait, hold on 1 second. These kids is like yeah, they just got loud at the end real quick. But yeah, so basically, you know how bros it's bros before hoes, and we gotta realize that we gotta stick together as well because we all go through certain stuff that we never knew we would come across. So don't talk about other people's business, not knowing that it could happen. It definitely could happen to you. And for some people, if you think marriage is the way to go, make sure you do it. Don't settle for less. Even if you hear what other people's opinion is or whatever, still do what's best
Do
for
what's
you.
best for you, right?
And
What else?
yeah, just go with your heart.
Yep.
Everybody got their own
and
story.
leading. And man, we will let y'all lead if y'all lead the right way. And if y'all let us be who we need to be, and y'all let us be that soft, angelic angel, like we can be that. But y'all just gotta
We will listen. We will listen.
Mhm.
And that's facts. But if we know something ain't right, remember, we the helper. If something ain't right, you're gonna have to. We not about to go with it.
I'm not about to watch you crash into the wall
Or crash us down. You start
Facts.
spending that money, spending my money because you thinking what you about to do is gonna be a come up when I know it's a come down.
right.
And you might not even be true to me. You just trying to use me just to do whatever you're trying to do.
Exactly. So we like, I think that you summed that up good. I think that, well, like I said, we held it down. Nate, thank you for coming on, holding it down for the fellas, asking us the questions that you did ask us. Again, you guys, we are about to end late night.
Nate a real one.
Yep. That's right, Nate. You a real one, Nate. He came on and held it down for the Venus versus Mars family, for the males, anyways, because me and Tiffany held it down for the females. But you guys enjoy the rest of your night. And I will see you guys next Tuesday. And then we will be back next Thursday, of course. And
good night.
Good night. Later.